in Texas. Yes, like literally I'm walking on the interstate. Road's closed. Somewhere miles up ahead of us, they say there's been an accident. They've also said there's flooding. So I don't know if the two go together, but we've been stopped. See, we stopped here at 340. Yeah, and so I'm out. I decided I would just come out, and I'm walking Pipsy. So we're going through. I see rubber bands up ahead, but I don't think they're headed this way. I can't really tell yet, though. My storm chasing skills are dusty, you know? It's been too long. So, yeah. Everybody's still running. Well, a lot of people are still running their vehicles. And a lot of people are out, too. A lot of families are out letting the kids get some exercise. Several other dogs are out letting dogs get exercise. You know, you may as well. What else are you going to do? Some people are turning around, though. Now, we can't turn around. We're not going to be able to. We've got, it's really muddy. Let me show you. Up, come, about, forward. Yeah, it's muddy. And we're not going to be able to turn. Woo! Left. Nope, leave it. Nope, leave it. Everybody's going to think your name is Nope, leave it. Oh. Hello, there's horses in that trailer. Okay, let's go this way so you don't bother the horses. We're going to go this way. I just don't want to... I don't want to walk past our RV. Whew, yeah, look at the scenery there. Yeah, we are somewhere. I'd love to say we're somewhere over the rainbow, but we're not. Hopefully they'll get the accident cleared. Somebody told me that we could be on the interstate stopped until midnight. I really hope that's wrong. Because, you know, some people are like, you know, they're just say, oh, we're going to be here until 10 p.m. or midnight, just because of that fear factor. But we are stopped several miles up ahead of us. They say there's the accident. But I also heard that the traffic is backed up all the way into New Mexico. So that's a few miles down the road. Ironically, though, and here's the frustrating part. Ironically, I contacted their Texas equivalent of 511, and at the time I called, and hopefully this has changed, but at the time I called, they had no incidents reported for Interstate 40 in Texas. And I'm like, it's driving, yeah, it's kind of driving everybody crazy. Yeah, all I heard was the same thing. There's an accident up there somewhere. No definitive time on when it'll be cleared up.
Wow.
No idea how long we'll be here.
I bet you we got a minimum of at least 2 more hours.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Somebody said midnight, but you know, you don't know if that's true or if it's
well,
severe.
We don't know because we don't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be quite midnight because they've already been down there for 2 hours. I say it's going to take another hour or two to get it out of there.
Yeah, I'd love to know how far ahead they are, because we're far enough we can't hear any emergency vehicles.
No. And the emergency vehicles are coming from the other way, obviously.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Well,
So, yeah.
let's make the best of it, huh?
Absolutely. Good talking to you. Be safe once traffic starts.
You as well.
Thank you.
Always take care of my man.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. So now we've got this truck coming towards us. Let me get off the road here, just off the shoulder, just a little bit, because you've always got some people that'll pass on the shoulder. So here's this guy, or lady, I'm not sure which. Okay, back over to the left. Yeah, we're clear. So you've always got some of that, and there's no good cut-throughs. And for us, even if there was a cut-through, you know, like I said, this is mud. It's been raining before we got here, and this mud, and there is no way we can get our travel trailer turned around. And I don't think the cut-throughs that I've seen, those have all been dirt, and I don't think we could even use one of the cut-throughs. So, hold on just a second. All I've heard is that there is an accident up ahead somewhere, and it's got the interstate closed for nobody knows how long. So I don't know. That's all I've heard. If you hear something different, pass the word along to the next person. So sorry. Hey, come to heel. So yeah, that's somebody else trying to figure it out too. We're all kind of like, you know, playing it by ear, just trying to figure it out. One day at a time. I'm gonna tip the phone. Hopefully you all can see. It's like as far as you can see this way. Absolutely as far. And turning the way I just walked as far as you can see that way. And so forward. And so nobody really knows. I'm out. I want to give the dog some exercise. Right? Huh? I don't have him in his mobility harness. So the phone is wobbling a little bit because I limp. That's just what I do. He's here to help me with mobility, but he also needs a break from that. So I thought I'd take him out of his harness. Oh, and I've gotten real excited a couple of times. Real excited. Oh, and hey, Rock. Welcome in. Thank you. And hi, Rudy. Welcome in. Welcome. So I got real excited a couple of times because some people were scooting forward. And I was like, yes, we're moving. But no, we're not. Let me show you. Some people have left. And so they've had the empty gaps. And I don't know how they've gotten across here. Because like I said, this is all mud, folks. This is all mud. So, and where you can see, like up ahead a little bit, maybe you can see, I don't know. But there's a cut through back there, and you can't really, what did you just eat? I think he just ate something. Okay. We're almost back home. I have no idea what he ate. Oh my stars. Okay, we're up here. We're with hubby. I'm going to keep walking forward just a little bit, but I'm going to drop Doggo with hubby-o. I'm going to tell him what I know. So, okay, information gathering. There is a, say hi to everybody. This is hubby. Say hi, hubby. Okay, so the only thing we know is that if the information's accurate, so that's a big if. Hi.
Hi.
According to the folks I just talked to, walking down there, there's a multi-car crash and involving a semi, and there's some water on the road, possibly flooding, but we don't know how much. And they said it's going to be hours before they get this open. Somebody said a couple of hours. Somebody said midnight before the interstate opens. But nobody really knows for sure. And I'm thinking that maybe the fear factor is why he said midnight. But, you know, I don't know. No.
You guys can go stay.
Yeah. Those are about. Leave it. Here, I'm going to let you put him back in. I'll let my husband lift him in. Yeah, say hi.
There
not gonna
isn't
say
any
hi.
other very easy.
He's not gonna say hi.
On the roads.
Yeah.
Nothing very easy. It's
Well-
about 100 miles around. Yeah.
Well, somebody said there was no alternates. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or
If
not.
you go out far enough,
You just know what you hear, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully they can, but I don't understand why the state police isn't closing part of that
One
road.
lane of that.
If nothing else, just to let us get turned around.
Yeah.
Because I'm concerned for all the people who are stopped in this traffic who may be diabetic or needing to use the bathroom, things like that. families with kids. There's several families that had their kids out of the car down there. One of them has a ball and the kids are on that side playing with the ball. I don't blame their parents at all.
Well, they call it turn around and do something.
Yeah.
All right, good luck.
Okay, good luck. Okay, and you get to just sit right there. You're going to get a break for a minute. You are. Yeah, are you even in the camera? There you go. There you go. Yeah, you get a break for a few minutes. I'm going to keep walking, though. I want to see, like, what's back there. And I did hear from one person. Okay, it's 6:19. We've been here since 3:40, so yikes. I did hear from one person that traffic is backed up into New Mexico.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think this guy's going to try to make a break for it. We're gonna see how he does. I hope he does okay. He's got to go into the mud. And this median, it's just mud. Really, it is.
One guy tried it and had to get some bystanders to push him out.
Oh no! Well, I saw it when you.
Nah, he's gonna be fine.
Is he? He's gonna make it.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. Is he? Is he? Is he? Yeah. I think he's going to. I think he's gonna make it. Wow. Yep. He's going right down the shoulders. So he's gonna make it out. So what was it like when the people were having to push the car out of the road?
It was interesting.
Hubby saw it.
Yeah,
I mean, not out of the road, out of the median.
Out of the middle of the median where you can see the tracks where he tried and got stuck.
Yeah, right there. Oh, even back here. Oh, going toward the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope y'all can see that. Those are the tracks.
Yeah.
How many people did it take to push him out of the mud?
2 or 3.
Here, you can tell everybody.
Oh, hi.
Hi, this is my hubby.
2 or 3.
Hi, Gayle.
And got
This
him
is hubby.
moving, and then he went spraying mud everywhere. It was
Oh, no.
really quite the scene.
So how many cars are going to have? They're going to hit the car wash all because of the one guy stuck in the mud? It must not have been a big car.
It was a truck.
It was like a pickup truck?
Like a pickup truck, yeah.
Mamma mia. Okay. So, and as I stand here, I am watching clouds form over here that make me nervous. But the sky isn't green. No green in the sky. It's just rain. So the weather could get a little interesting, which is probably what caused part of this. But I don't know. I like having storm chased in like 2 decades. But you can see the cloud forming over there, that round where it's gathering. Yeah. And I'm just going to keep walking. This is Interstate 40, people, in between, eastbound, in between New Mexico and Amarillo. And I was just told by my husband, I want to show you these tracks. I don't know how much I've walked, quite a bit. Oh, lightning, lovely. Okay, so I just heard that these tracks right here, these ones are the ones, because I told you all that the median is muddy. So these tracks right over here, if I can get them, these tracks are where somebody had to get pushed out of the mud, because this is Interstate 40 between New Mexico and State Line and Amarillo, where the interstate is stopped. We have been stopped for 2.5 hours now. I heard a little while ago that like traffic is backed up into New Mexico, which is not too surprising, I guess. So, yeah. Yeah. It's supposed to be multiple vehicles involved. I don't know. Maybe somebody said a semi, but we can't find out anything. When I called a few hours ago, Texas equivalent of 511 said they didn't have any reports for Interstate 40, which is crazy because like I'm out here walking on it, and we just saw a family a few minutes ago who have let the kids on the other side of the road, not the median side, but the inside. They're out playing ball because we've been stopped so long. And I wish Tennessee, the Texas Patrol or state troopers or somebody would close the interstate down there and let us turn around at one of these cut-throughs, hopefully one that doesn't have standing water. Hopefully. And you can see the clouds gathering over there, and you can see the rain bands coming down. I'm going to try to step right over here. I don't have the dog with me, so please don't let me fall. No, no, no. Okay. So as far as you can see back there, literally, as far as you can see back there, that's how far traffic is and beyond. And beyond. Woo! Okay. So I'm going back here. This is the rain from earlier. Oh no, it's sprinkling. I'm gonna get all wet. But we do have the RV, so if I get too wet, I'm gonna go in and I'll take a shower while we're stopped. That would give my husband a heart attack. Because he'd be like, oh, I've got to pull forward, I've got to pull forward. And I would be like, no, you don't. Oh, somebody put their drone up. I was so excited. But I haven't found the person who put the drone up. I was going to ask them what they knew. Because having the bird's eye view, you could get a lot more information. Oh, and somebody asked a minute ago how I had such a good cell service here. Oh, good, there goes the trooper. Hopefully this is going to be good news and we won't be stuck on the interstate in a few more hours. But I don't know who asked how I have good service in the middle of nowhere. But there it is. There it is. That's why. Hi, Chef Ken's Cooking. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I'm actually on the interstate doing a live stream while stopped on the interstate I-40 in between New Mexico and Amarillo. And we've got all kinds of people out walking around. I think this guy may be doing something. Let me get over here. I don't want to get that. I don't want to get a private moment like that on camera. Yeah. We've been here since about 3:40 p.m. Central Time, I guess. Mountain Time, I don't know. Whatever time this is. Yeah. But clouds are gathering. It's starting to sprinkle. All we know is there is oh, hey, Kenneth from the Kentucky fam. Okay, I didn't recognize you. I didn't recognize you under your new name. How is it going? Busy lady. Hi, busy lady. It's good to see you. Friendly faces. Yay. What's up? Nothing's actually up right now. This is what's up. This line of stopped traffic. We've been here for hours. For hours. But it could be worse. At least we have the RV, right? So if we need to tinkle, we don't have to do what this guy was doing over the side of the road over here. Yeah, we won't talk about that though. But here, as far as you can see. As far as you can see. And the other thing I see is this really dark cloud over here. So of course I'm a little concerned. And of course, ta-da, it's sprinkling. So why not? Why not? Chef Ken, I'm glad you're doing great. Busy lady, I agree. I agree. Oh my word. Yeah. I actually said a minute ago though, that like if it sprinkles too much and I get wet, I'm gonna go in the RV and take a shower. That will completely panic my dear husband because he's been afraid that the line's gonna move and he's gonna miss it. Yeah. So he's like, I just came back from walking tipsy and he's like, don't go too far. We might have to suddenly pull forward. And I'm like, that's everybody's dream at this point. You know? Yeah, yeah. Okay, well you have a good day at work. I hope it goes well. Hey y'all too. those of you who are in here, please don't forget to give me a like on the live stream, because that really does help us out with those mean old algorithms. So, yeah. So I hope you have a good day at work, busy, and be safe when you're on the roads. I hope you don't run into anything like this. This is our third problem on this trip. We went from Tennessee to New Mexico because we got to see the grandbaby for her birthday. And on the way out, we went into Oklahoma. We just gone through a construction area, and we heard this really funny noise coming from the travel trailer. And I'm like, what is up with this? And that was the first problem. We had lost a tire, tread, everything. It was like the pits. I mean, we lost this whole thing right here. So we got this one brand new today. Yeah, that's my brand new buddy. So while we're at the campground, we're camping, right? And so while we're at the campground, oh, here comes another one. See, yeah, they're turning around up there and going this way because we've been stopped so long on the interstate. But while we were at the campground today, we had a knock on the door on the RV. Boom, our front tire, hundreds of miles later, had gone flat. And now this. But you know, I was on the live stream last night. I was like, something always happens when I travel, without fail. And so this time it was replacing 2 tires and a wheel, and because one of them had some uneven tread wear. So we thought, while we're replacing one trailer tire, we just do them both and rotate. And so there was that one, then the flat, and now being stuck on the interstate with hundreds of other people. Have no idea how many. Hi, I see somebody in. Please don't forget to give me a like on the live stream. Sorry about all the noise. Yeah, we're stuck on the interstate, so here comes, that side is moving. That side gets to move. We're just stopped. And we got cloud formations coming over here. Look a little ominous. So if anybody knows what those cloud formations mean, let me know. Oh my gosh, this one's trying the median. Can you see that? Am I in the way? Yeah, last person who tried the median like that had to get pushed out. You can see the tracks. And that's something that's not an option for us with the RV, with the travel trailer. We can't really go and turn around. So yeah. But we have people going through. I am so tempted, you all. I am tempted beyond belief to try to get the phone set up to do a time lapse of all the trucks, because I think that would be kind of cool. Hubby is not completely sold on that. He is not. But that's okay. And I was out over here earlier on this side. I want to see if we can still see him. Because this family way up ahead, they were letting their kids out, and they had a ball, and they were out. Oh, I'm too far back. You can't see them. But way up yonder somewhere, way up yonder, they had their ball out, and they were playing. This is not the median. This is the other side where there's space. Yeah. I had Pipsy out. So Pipsy it's his first walk alongside the interstate, and probably going to be his last. I hope we're never stuck like this again. You know. Yeah, this happened to me in Alaska once. On Seward Highway, they had an accident and traffic was stopped on the interstate for 5 hours. And we're at, I don't know what time it is now. It was 3:40 New Mexico time when we got stopped. So I don't know what time zone I'm in now. But it's been a while. Yeah, it's starting to sprinkle a little more. I'm gonna go back to the car now. But yeah, if the signal holds up and everything, and we're still stopped, I may try to do another stream just to keep you all informed. Yeah. So in the meantime, Chef Ken's Cooking was in a little while ago. He's got a neat channel. Busy Lady was here. She's got a really neat channel. Wait, I don't want to walk past. I don't want to walk past the travel trailer. That would be bad. My husband would be upset with me. I'm assuming he would be upset with me anyway. Let me just make sure I didn't miss it this way. Yeah, I did walk right by it. Oops. Oh my stars. Oh, more sprinkles. I really don't want to get soaked. Although it could happen. It could happen. I keep seeing bad weather. But I'm guessing bad weather is probably what precipitated the accident. I don't know. We have no way to know. We're just guessing. Hey, Peter's in. Hi, Peter. Hi, Peter. So, yeah, I'm out. We're stuck out here. Us and several hundred of our closest traveling friends are stuck on the interstate. I-40 between New Mexico and Amarillo. Somewhere. And I did hear that sorry about that. I did hear that traffic is backed up actually into New Mexico, which is not very surprising given the time we've been stopped. Okay, there is a tractor trailer that's trying to go through the median. I don't think there's any way you all can see this guy, but I'm gonna try. Anyway, he's having all kinds of trouble getting through the median because the median is mud. Yeah, I guess I am having fun, Peter. Hey, you all that are in here, please don't forget to give me a like on the live stream, please. Do you have any movies of tornadoes? LOL. No, honey, I don't have any of those with me. I might have to stream one though. The only thing is, they're usually not that realistic. So, oh, I heard a truck. Hopefully this means good news. No, I don't think so. Because like a couple of times we have scooted forward and I got really, really excited thinking that the interstate nightmare had concluded. But no, it has not. But look, you all, I really want you to be in prayer for whoever was in this accident, if it is an accident, because it's bad news. You know, it's got to be bad when you're closing an interstate for hours. So, but see, I don't even know that that's true. That's what some people have said, and they've said, oh yeah, it's got to be something like that. So, probably. But I've also heard that the road is flooded out, and that they were trying to do some work on the side of the road to like let the water off the road. And that makes no sense to me because, you know, even when we were hit with a hurricane and we had all kinds of water on the road and where the creeks have been, you know, readjusted, shall we say, we've had all kinds of water on the road. No, we're not moving. Okay, crap. And they've never done that. So, of course, this is a different state. Wait. Yeah, different states do different things, you know. So, but all this traffic over here is moving. Yeah. So I kind of wish what they would do is close part of that section of the interstate to try to let those who can turn around. Like, we're not going to be able to, I don't think, even with the median cut-throughs, rather. But some people can, you know, and I think it would be nice. But, yeah, because you got to be concerned that, like, you know, what about the people who might be sick or have kids or needing to use the bathroom? Or maybe they're diabetic and they don't have food. But then maybe that's just me and I'm being a worrywart, you know. But I think when you have a disability, you think about these things differently. Yeah, been in a car accident yesterday on I-29, and an 80-year-old got killed yesterday and a man sent to the hospital. An 80-year-old woman driving on the wrong side of the interstate. Oh my stars. That's bad. That's really bad. I hope that for the woman that, you know, the person who got sent to the hospital, I hope they're going to be okay. The things we take for granted, you know. It's crazy. But yeah, you just never know. You know, never know. Oh, I see an emergency vehicle down there. Why is there an emergency vehicle down there? Or no, maybe it's somebody just keeps tapping their brake lights. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, way down there. Way down there. All right, you're all. My phone just hit 3%, so I'm going to have to go. But thank you all. Don't forget to give me a like on the live stream. Peter, if you're still here, I will see you later. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. You be blessed. Y'all take care. Bye, you all.